What's going on, Georgia football fans? It is Georgia-Florida week, and this is Bulldawg Banter. We're going to be breaking down the biggest rivalry for the Bulldogs as they go down to Jacksonville to get ready for this massive matchup against the Florida Gators. And I'm going to ask you two this first. Knowshon Moreno, Tavarres King with me, Aaron Murray here. It really ticks me off because I had a producer say this the other day too to me. We were talking about our game, and he goes, "Oh, that Florida-Georgia game's next week." I said, "Wait a minute. It is Georgia-Florida." And my thing is always, I'll say this, whoever won the previous year gets the naming rights. So if Florida wins, I will call it Florida-Georgia for that year. How do you guys handle it when you tell I'll never say Florida-Georgia. I always say Georgia-Florida, but I'll tell our people you are allowed to say Florida-Georgia if Florida won the previous season. Am I wrong, or how do you handle it when people say Florida-Georgia?
Yeah, I like your logic there, but I'm with you in saying Georgia, Florida. Uh, so yeah, but I like your logic. It's I guess it's whoever wins, but
Yeah.
for me, this is Georgia, Florida.
Yeah. Knowshon?
Yeah, it will always be that way. I mean, right? And then for them, for the Florida guys, it's always going to be Florida, Georgia, right? I mean, it is what it
But
is.
do you correct fans, Knowshon, or like not outsiders, like someone who's not, say, an SEC fan or a Georgia or Florida fan? If some like random person says, "Oh, you excited for Florida Georgia this weekend?" Do you correct them? And what do you say when
but
you
that
correct
doesn't
them?
I might have done that maybe one time, but it doesn't even sound good when you say it that way. Florida, Georgia, Georgia, Florida. Like it just
Got a
flows
little
better that
ring
way.
to got a little ring to it,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah,
Of
it
course,
just
when you say
flows.
Florida Georgia and then Georgia Florida and change your voice, it's gonna sound smoother. Like you purposely did that.
I'm just saying, it just flows better that way. I'm just trying to say.
I'll be honest,
Uh,
it does flow better Florida, Georgia, but as a dog, I will always say Georgia,
what?
Florida.
Doesn't flow.
Alphabetically, it makes I get it. I get it. I get why people are like, "Oh, well,
Florida, Georgia, Florida. Yeah.
yeah, no, Georgia, Florida." Okay, I was just wondering. I correct everyone. I just say, listen, Georgia won, so Georgia gets naming rights for the outsiders who are not
Mhm.
don't have anything essentially on the line in this game as a fan of either team. All right.
I like it.
That's my fill for that one. It is a big weekend. Both teams coming off buys. Florida, without their coach Billy Napier, obviously a lot of new going on there in Gainesville. Does Florida use that as kind of a rallying point and more motivation as they get ready for this game against Georgia, or is this a defeated Florida team? No head coach is gone. Tail tucked between their legs, kind of mentality. Do you think?
I don't necessarily think they're running away with their tail tucked between their legs because of the way they've gotten here. Like he's won games. They won games with the coach they fired. Is he there? No, but the guys that have won those games are still there. So that capability of gelling and coming out on top in tough environments is there within that team. So I think they rally. In my opinion, I think they stick together and rally. As tough as it is. Not having a coach and going through what they're going through, I think they rally. DJ Lagway is a guy that has already been through a lot in his young career down there. With Billy Napier, and he's a leader. So I think they rally. He's a tough kid. I think they rally around him and the coaches that they have there, and continue to fight. I don't think it'll be easy walking into Jacksonville because with all I just said, they have nothing to lose.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
you know what I'm saying? There's nothing to lose there. So you're gonna get there once again. This Georgia team's gonna get somebody's best because they're trying to knock off the big dog. So I think they rally, man.
No, Sean,
No, Sean, what's your thoughts?
if there's a miracle, no, Sean, I'll rephrase it. If there's a miracle and Georgia gets off to a fast start, all the stars align and Georgia finally starts fast, and Georgia gets a double-digit lead. Let's say double-digit lead. Does Florida fold?
Yeah. I think they probably do at that point. I mean, maybe more so 3-3. Let's say 3 scores above 3 touchdowns, then maybe they fold. But no, I'm with TK on this. You see this a lot. I've been through it a couple times in the NFL where, you lose your head coach, and now it's like, hey, what do we have to lose at this point, bro? And now you're
Uh,
just playing free, and you can kind of lean back on the excuse of we didn't have a head coach, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you can kind of lean back on that. So now they're just going to go out and play. They have some really big games here towards the end of the season. So I think now they're at the point of let's ruin someone else's season, bro. I can get just as much as satisfaction in ruining someone else's season than us being, 8-0. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So let's ruin Georgia's season. Let's ruin I think they play Ole Miss. Let's ruin their
Mhm.
season. Tennessee coming up, right? Let's just ruin people's season. And they're gonna rally around that. So I think we're gonna see a team, and again, we know about this Georgia Florida rivalry. It don't matter what the score is. It's 0-0, and they're gonna go out here and play. They're gonna play great, man. They're gonna play really
Yeah.
hard. I mean, I think Lagway is coming into his own way, and playing better. I think they have a really good running back in Ba. So, we're gonna have to go out and play. So, it's unfortunate to see that they lost their coach, but at the same time, they're gonna play the game really, really hard for the rest of the season.
Well, I will say this, like Florida does have a very talented roster. There's a reason why a lot of people were very excited about them heading into the season,
Mhm.
and obviously have not played up to their capability. A lot has to do with DJ kind of regressing in year two. The
Mhm.
turnovers that occurred a year ago have surfaced the entire year this year. But when it comes to just talent and like how good this roster is, DJ is still a very talented quarterback that was having a
Mhm.
pretty good game last year against Georgia before he got hurt. Jaden Ball, excuse me, still one of the premier running backs in the SEC. Offensive line's talented. They got dudes at the receiving position as well, like the Dallas Wilson kid, a young
Mhm.
freshman, really starting to come onto the scene a little bit. They have some other playmakers. Offensive line I talked about. Defense is pretty darn good. So like this team is still talent-wise capable of hanging with Georgia or anyone else. So I think that need to be the message for Kirby the entire off week is like, don't look at their record. This is a 3-4 team where if Georgia plays a B football game, Florida will win.
Yeah.
Like Georgia's got to show me some improvement, and that's why you use the bye week. Like, are they better in run protection? Are they better defensively to be able to stop anyone? Because I know Florida's had some struggles at times offensively, but Georgia's had a ton of struggles defensively to stop anyone. So, like, what gives this week? Are we should fans or anyone be more concerned about Georgia's defense not showing up, or Florida's offense maybe showing up and having some of the bugaboos that have haunted them? Like, what's easier to fix middle of the season, offense or defense? And we'll go with TK first.
Well, I mean, I think we've seen this defense get it done in spurts. I think we've
Yeah.
seen them come together in spurts, just not a complete game, just not have come out with a game plan and just erase what they've got going on. Um, so I think those are things that we're capable of doing. Like we've got phenomenal coaches. We've got phenomenal. Glenn Schumann is amazing. Um, I mean his track record from a linebacker perspective speaks for itself. We've got coaches that are capable of putting guys in a position and game planning. And so to that perspective, without a coach, um, I mean, you're going to get unscouted looks because they're going to throw things at you that Billy Napier wasn't throwing at you. But without a coach, you got to think that we're going to throw the kitchen sink at them and and
See what they
get
do.
to the quarterback.
I'm a
Yeah,
little bit worried though too, though, that the fact that they are gonna be running an offense that's different than anything that maybe we've seen Florida. So, like, we don't know what they're gonna necessarily like, you remember UCLA and kinda how they started getting rolling a little
yeah,
bit?
yeah.
Because like, no one knows, like, what is this Florida offense gonna look like? I mean, how much different are they gonna be? Like, is that a concern for the defense too, No, Sean?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Because again, like what TK said, they've only showed it in spurts. They showed it in this last game late. Um,
Yep.
and I finally saw that fire and that attitude and that like, bro, let's smack somebody, right? I finally saw that. So I would love for them to, come out this bye week with that same intensity on the defensive side, right? And yeah, you're gonna see wrinkles, but let's put pressure on Lagway and force him into mistakes. I think we can force him into some mistakes. So, let's see what kind of game plan they put together on this bye week.
Yep. Who is key for like we look at this team, this game overall, offense, defense. You can pick either side here. Let's just go to like either your key matchup or key player. Like Knowshon, who in your mind in this game, like I said, offensively or defensively, I don't care what side, like who has to come out of this bye week, back at end of the season, and start playing at a higher level down the stretch for Georgia to get themselves in position to get to Atlanta and then obviously be in the playoffs?
Yeah, my fault. It kind of cut out there, but no, I think in general, like all of them, really. I mean, you can
Right.
pick you. We could all nitpick a certain position, but honestly, if we want to go far in this playoff, if we want to go far this season, it's going to be every single position group has to get better. I mean, it's quick. And if I just think about it real quick, like you just threw the question at me, I just start thinking about the corners. I start thinking about,
Yeah.
over like, plays, deep throws over the top and things like that. To see them improve, right? That would just make everyone else stronger. So, I mean, that's at a quick glance. But really, honestly, it's everyone. It's the backs, being better. It's the receivers, doing their thing and continuing. It's Stockton also continuing what he's doing and not turning over the ball and keeping, the chains moving and things, right? So I think at the end of the day, it needs to be all these guys need to come out this bye week saying, "Hey, this is the fourth quarter. This is the ending of the season that we got to play the best football that we've played all season."
Yep. TK, what's your position group or player that needs to start stepping up in this game going forward?
For me, it's two groups. It's two groups that can help each other week in and week out, and that's the offensive and defensive line. Um, and that's weekly and that's daily by getting better and putting pressure on each other um, to get better for these opponents that we have down the stretch. Because you mentioned it, man. We have a number of just 5-star guys across the board. Um, that can compete and get better day in and day out. So I challenge them to get better as a unit, offensive line, as a
Right.
unit, defensive line, because as Knowshon mentioned, it's the fourth quarter of the season, and now is the time where you have to go where you need that depth. Everybody has to go. So I'll challenge those two groups. One defensively, let's start hitting home. Let's start hitting home up front. D line, D ends, and then offensive line. Man, we got to start as Murray, as you mentioned. We got run protection.
Yep.
Let's continue that. Let's continue that, and man, let's get it going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would say
my
this, like,
question.
I've talked about the receivers, and I really have loved Colby Young this season. Obviously, he's now out for the remaining, at least the regular season, but I need to see other guys now step up
Mhm,
because it has been Zachariah Branch has kind of been the go-to guy, and then Colby Young has been kind of been behind him. But I've been really impressed with a London Humphreys. I think Dylan Bell is starting to get more involved
mhm,
in the pass and run game. And then it comes down to these tight ends like Lawson Lucky, the game he had before the bye. I think that position just needed one of those games to gain some confidence moving forward. And now all of a sudden, this offense is not going to be just, hey, let's stop one, but now we have to worry about all these other weapons too, and giving Gunner the continuous confidence to spread the wealth, him running the football, and then finding those one-on-one matchups when defenses want to present a seven-man box to slow down him. So I think the more and more these weapons continue to grow, this
love it.
offense will continue to skyrocket. So I'm interested to see, can we build some consistency besides just Zachariah Branch because of Colby Young's injury at the receiving and tight end position is going to be really, really fun to watch going forward. And there's going to be a good challenge this weekend because Florida's a really good defense. It's a
Mhm.
good defense. And we've talked about they're not going to just roll over on either side of the football. They're going to show up in a big way. Um, let's do real quick favorite memory of this game.
Let's talk about the gear we got on. The new brand Backer has been dropping some heat with these jackets. I got on the Cool One pullover, which has a cooling sensation to the touch. It's comfortable and it's warm but not hot. And what piece do you have on?
Dry One coat.
I heard that is the first UGA licensed tape seam coat in history. And I've heard if it's not tape seamed, then it's not truly waterproof. It is also built for layering, so it's meant for style if you want to throw something inside of that, kind of fashionista of your fit. And for you Georgia fans, TPL is taking care of you. If you use code TPL free, we are taking care of all shipping costs. And not only that, But Backer is in huge support of UGA athletes. 10% of all purchases will go right back to the UGA athletes and take care of all of our needs. Make sure you go check out Backer today. That is BCKR today. Go Dogs.
And then we'll do score predictions and we'll hit a couple things around the country as well. So TK first, favorite memory from the game.
Obviously, 4th and 6, Z-Bang just was the play call. Yeah, 4th and 6, ran a little stutter and go there, and my boy Murray put that thing up for the kid and just went over top of the guy's head. Jalen Watkins, I think it was Sammy Watkins' little brother. Just a big play in that game. Threw another one. I think he threw another one to Bennett in another 4th down.
Where
He
was it?
came
How
down
far
with
down the
it.
field was it? He threw it up again or what?
Yeah, he threw it up in the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
Fourth,
Give him a chance, baby.
4th down. Murray trusts the guys. He
Well, that's
trusted
what
the
I'm
guy.
saying. Well, that's what I'm saying.
So yeah, man, we had 2 of those in that game. So and then we won. So obviously that was my favorite Georgia Florida memory. But I do know, Sean, I got one of you too, bro. Like I remember watching as a recruit. Not the dancing joint, but you was going off and like you got tackled, you popped up and like just looked at this cat and like smacked hands with him on Florida's team. And I was like, that was just so weird. Like it was just so weird. Like you like looked at him and y'all like smacked hands. I was like, what the?
Yeah,
It was
I remember
it
that.
was fire though. It was fire though. It was weird. It's just
I
like, etched in my memory.
Yeah, I'm no, because I remember. So what happened was I had remembered that cat on my official visit to Florida. So me and him were cool. I felt like on my visit and stuff like that. So I think in that game, when I jumped up and noticed it was him, we like looked at each other, like, what I'm saying, what it do? You know what I'm saying, like, and then kept it moving.
Bro, it looked so weird. I was like, what was that?
Yeah, what are they doing?
I was like,
it was quick too.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I'll ask that question because I'm not gonna even go back into it. Whatever. Obviously, I only was able to play in that Georgia Florida game twice, and definitely the first time when we all stormed the field was my best memory. The next year they kind of got on us, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't have too many fond memories of the second game.
I mean, so many good ones. I would say those touchdowns that TK talked about were awesome. Obviously Malcolm's play in that game, just because I mean there's 2 highly ranked teams in that game and great battle back and forth, and to kind of get that just a basic run it route backside and see the pressure, throw it, and then him turn that play into whatever 50-yard touchdown is something that I always remembered, splitting it and getting in the end zone, just like, oh my goodness, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. And he's gonna do it. And then he found a way to get in the end zone and break 3 or 4 tackles. So just that game, and obviously Jarvis making plays left and right on defense, and then Malcolm in that last one was an epic game that I will always remember in this awesome rivalry between Georgia and Florida.
And I just love the split too. My fault. Real quick. I love the split down the middle too. It's just that atmosphere is crazy. You come across the bridge. I forget what bridge it is. I know y'all know, but you see all the the tailgaters, all the RVs, I mean, when you come over that bridge, you're like, bro, this is about to be wild. So that atmosphere is stupid. Yeah, for sure.
It's good, man. It's sweet. It's sweet. Score prediction. Go around the horn. TK first. TK first. Score prediction.
Let me get a 35-21 Dogs.
35-20. Oh, I like that. I do like that. I got to be a little bit different. So I'm going to go 38 to 28.
Yeah, I like that. Give me 34-28. I'll take 34-28. Yeah.
Okay. I like it. All right, let's get outside this game. The big news that dropped last night, we're recording this on a Monday afternoon. Brian Kelly of Knowshon's favorite team, the LSU Tigers, has been fired after a just embarrassing loss to A&M where they bent them over, spanked them, and showed them who was daddy. And now he gets to walk away with
Got
$54 million
ugly.
in the bank and only have to coach LSU, the LSU Tigers. So a win-win for everyone. Just never felt like it was the right fit personality-wise for LSU, so LSU fans are happy. And Brian Kelly gets paid a boatload of money to walk away. So when they lost the game to A&M, was it Saturday night, whenever the game was, it just, I mean, embarrassing loss in Death Valley. Did you guys kind of had the feeling that it was going to happen, or was it the feeling of it's $54 million and like that is too aggressive to get rid of a coach?
Yeah, that 54 million was in my head. Like, wow, if they do it. But I mean, that they've been chirping for a long time for this, and then it wasn't a better time to do it. I don't think there would have been a better time to do it if you were gonna do it. Than after this butt kicking right here. So yeah, I mean, I think it was time for sure.
No,
Well,
Sean.
well, I
I mean,
mean, what? What are you gonna say? Go ahead.
no. I want your opinion. Like, I mean, was it obviously it's all mostly his fault because he's the one who built the roster, and the roster obviously has been a disappointment in a few areas. But was this the right move, or are we too fast to fire a coach and pay these outrageous buyouts instead of giving them, a little bit more time? He's only been 4 years. It's not been that long.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been long, but and it's had some successful seasons also, right? This might just be one of those
Yeah.
down years. But again, when you lose in the fashion you lose, I think that says a lot. People look at that, right? I mean, you lose a Vandy game, LSU fans, and they think that you should never lose to Vandy. I mean, I feel like we
I
all
agree.
feel that way. Like, yo, you never
We
lose to
still
Vandy.
do.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
and then you back that up with losing again at home, you know what I mean, night game. So, optics does mean a lot when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah.
So, and, the people making those decisions, they see all these other coaches leaving as well, right? So they're like, yo, we might be able to pick up one of these other coaches that left and we can bring them in. So, you never can say it's the right timing, but everyone has a job to do, and that was the decision they made. So it is what it is.
It's just gonna be interesting because I just don't know right now. I think there's a handful of coaches that would make an improvement. Like, it's not a very deep field of coaches out there that you can just go get that I
Yeah.
think would be better.
Yeah.
I think that there's to me, if you're gonna go retired route, you could go get obviously Nick Saban, who had a ton of success at LSU. You could get Urban Meyer and see if you can bring him out of retirement. There's
He
2
should he
right
should
there.
never be able to coach ever again in his life.
Okay, I'm just throwing out names
That
here.
guy, I
So
don't know why that
those are
guy
2.
just irks me. He irks me every time I hear Urban Meyer's name. It gets me sick. Sorry. I'm just
All right,
saying.
yeah, those 2. We have my favorite of all of them,
Who you
with
talking about? Who you
Lane
talking about?
Kiffin at Ole Miss. I think
Uh-huh.
Lane Kiffin is my premier one. You got Dan Lanning at Oregon as a
Uh-huh.
guy that maybe you can lure him away from Oregon, which, I mean, he's rolling at Oregon. I don't know if he would leave there. But, like, who else? Like, what other coaches out there, unless you're gonna go take a chance on a coordinator or a Power 5, a power
I'll tell you
group of
what.
5 guy, there's just not a lot
I'll
of
tell you.
coaches out there.
I'll tell you who I got going at LSU, and it's somebody you take a chance at on another SEC guy
Who?
that's got the Patriots pass game rolling right
Yeah,
now
we're losing you a little bit,
is a
TK. We're
Thomas
losing you a little
Brown.
bit. We're TK,
You
we
losing
lost you
me?
there for a bit. Yeah, we got you back now.
All right, I said a guy that's got the Patriots rolling right now is a
Nope, we
Thomas
lost you.
Brown. He,
Obviously,
oh
it's not a good
no,
pick. It's not a good pick, bro. The,
It's not
the
a good pick.
internet.
The internet knows it's a bad pick. We're gonna go Knowshon first and see if T's internet could pick it up. Knowshon,
Oh,
who would it be? I think he just did Thomas Brown, our boy.
oh, I love Thomas, bro. I love that. I mean, he's been in the league for a long period of time. I mean, a guy that's been in the game. I mean, I love that. It's probably gonna have to be some kind of coordinator because, like you said, I mean, as of right now, there are not many head coaches out there. But I think as the season goes along, there probably be some more openings, right? I mean, I don't think this is the end of it, right?
Well, I mean, you have right now, you got Penn State, Florida,
Mm-hmm.
you have LSU. I mean, three big ones. There's a
Mm-hmm.
good chance Auburn will be open. There's a good chance Florida State will be
Bro, I don't want
open.
Auburn to be Auburn. I like Hugh Freeze, man. I
I'm
think
just saying the fans ain't happy with the record right now, and if they don't
Okay.
get to a certain point, like, he may be gone. So, like,
Okay.
there's gonna be a ton of openings, but I still think right now,
Mhm.
LSU is the premier job. LSU should get first pick, and they probably will get first pick. We'll get TK back hopefully here. He's had some internet issues this weekend.
Yeah.
But LSU is the best job of all of them. LSU is better than Penn State. LSU is better than Florida. They've had a history of winning championships. They have the ability to recruit in a state of Louisiana, which is very fertile, and you own the state. You're not competing against, Florida State with Florida State and Miami and other teams going to the state of Florida. Like, you truly own a state with a ton of talent. So, like, I love the LSU job.
Mhm.
It's a matter of, to me, I don't think Nick wants to come out of retirement. I don't know if Urban wants to come out of retirement or if you want to deal with Urban. It comes down to me is like Lane has to be the guy.
Really though, leaving Ole Miss? I mean, I get it, but I guess I could see it. I've always have trouble thinking and looking at that and seeing those things happening when the
I mean,
coach is
where
having
would you rank Ole Miss?
success.
Like, where would you rank Ole Miss and LSU when it comes to programs? Like,
Oh,
just
nah.
true.
I get
Yeah,
that.
not even close.
So, but it ain't like he ain't winning there though, So I mean,
I know he's winning, but if you would, there's a difference between winning
Mhm.
and winning championships. Okay, like, unless you're just comfortable knowing that, hey, I ain't gonna ever lose my job because I'm gonna win 9-10 games a year. We'll be a playoff team, and maybe we'll win a playoff game. But like,
right.
I don't know. All right,
No,
TK's
I see
back. You
what you're
look good.
saying.
Let's hit why I taught TK real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your guy
What guy?
for
You were talking about it.
coaching LSU?
Oh, yeah, like I told you. You heard it, I thought. Thomas Brown. Thomas
Oh, okay,
Brown. Listen,
okay.
he's got the Patriots passing game rolling right now. He's the SEC
Hold
guy.
on. He got their
What?
passing game rolling. Let's just
He's the passing game coordinator.
bro. That's Josh McDaniels. That's straight up Josh.
Look at it. Look at his title.
I'm just saying. I know, and I love TB, but that's Joshy, baby. That's Joshy got them boys going, and he got something to
Listen.
do with it. But go ahead, my fault. I just had to
But
stick
there
up
you
for my
go.
guy Josh. Everyone hates Josh, by the way. Bronco fans,
I can't.
Bronco country, they hate Josh. And me, I love Josh. I love Joh. My fault, TK. I
like
messed you up. Now
McDaniels,
you.
No, he's frozen again.
Go ahead.
TK
Yeah, my
needs
fault. My
TK needs
fault.
a Wi-Fi reset.
And I
You need
ain't
that
mean to
reset.
stop you like that.
I'm
I was
over
just
it.
like, yo,
Yeah,
Josh.
he just threw off
TB
his
should be the
internet.
LSU coach.
All right.
I'm
TK
over it.
frozen again. Knowshon.
I didn't
think
mean
Over
to.
the internet.
You did it. All right, let's roll through. Let's finish
I
up real
like
quick. We're
Thomas,
gonna roll
though.
through a couple games real
I
quick.
like
Give me winners and losers.
all
I'm
right,
gonna
let's
roll through
see.
this with us real quick.
All right.
Vandy rolling right now. Vanderbilt is legit. It
look
ain't the
nice,
Vanderbilt that
too.
we grew up playing. That's for dang sure.
Yo, it was live in there too, by the way. It was in their stadium. I'm talking about this last
yeah?
game, bro. It was jumping. I never heard Vandy that loud before. I'm
I
just
know.
being
And
honest.
it's not just opposing fans, actually Vanderbilt fans in there, which is crazy.
Right.
Vanderbilt, Texas, who you like?
Is Archie gonna be playing? 'Cause I thought he got hurt.
I don't know. I think he got a little concussed, so it's
Little
TBD.
Conkizzle. I gotta go Vandy.
Okay.
Where you going with then? Who you going with? Hold on, let me write this up.
I'll roll with Texas in that one. I think Texas wins.
Ooh.
South Carolina, Ole Miss. I like Ole Miss. Texas gave their big shot this weekend, lost Alabama. They're gonna be, I don't know if they got many punches after that one, unfortunately.
Yeah. I like that one. I like you on that.
We both go with
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. There's a big one. Oklahoma at Tennessee. I like the Vols. I think Oklahoma's offense is garbage.
He's like
Very
garbage.
bad.
I mean, I know it's gotten worse over the weeks, hasn't it? It looked good early.
Well, I mean, he's still banged up, and I think his superpower is now he's not playing like he did early in the season. Material.
Oh, so now it's about banged up. I didn't hear you talk about that with Nussmeier. You just throwing him in the garbage. He was hurt
I completely defended Gut Nussmeier. You can go in our chat, and I said Nuss has been dealing with an abdominal strain multiple times. I said that.
I'm watching you.
Multiple times.
Okay.
Multiple times.
All right.
I also need your receipts on me of like what what I've said this year that has been so wildly wrong. Please tell me one
hey.
thing I've said that has been so wrong. So in our
Listen,
group
you know-
chat, I called Knowshon out for this LSU thing because I've been telling him for weeks that they ain't a top 12 team. And Knowshon got all sensitive on me and said, well, you're always wrong too. And I'm like, where? Please go to your little book and tell me where
there's a
I
lot
was
of stuff.
so wrong. Where?
You said Illinois is better than Auburn at one point. You did say
They probably
that.
are better than Auburn. Yes, Auburn's
I
not
don't know
good.
about that. I don't know. I love Auburn defense. I don't know. If they played each other, Auburn versus Illinois, I think Auburn wins that. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I mean, I don't even think that, like, I'm not
Maybe.
like saying either team deserves to be in the playoffs. Or saying Illinois is a better football team than Auburn.
Wow. There's a lot of stuff in here. Let me
No,
see.
you can't. Yeah, you need to do your
Carson gets
homework.
picked over Ty. That wouldn't happen.
We'll find out. I mean, we don't know if that's true or not. Illinois is 5-3 right now, by the way. 5-3.
Texas
Just
doesn't
throwing
make the
it out there.
playoffs. You did say that. Texas does not make the playoffs. 9-3.
And do you feel confident that Texas is going to make the
I
playoffs?
don't know. That might be one that you won there. That might be one that you got right.
Knowshon can't find anything that I've been wrong
Girl,
on.
it's
Can't
in
find
there.
anything.
It's in there. I'm telling
Can't find
you.
anything.
It's something about Miami. It was one of those. It's in here.
All right, next show. Maybe we'll find some receipts. All right, last one. Cincinnati at Utah. Cincinnati got a sweet quarterback. Utah has been playing better though. It's at Utah. I think it's a night game, and we know playing at Utah is wild at night. But I'll stick with Cincy. I like their quarterback. I like them rolling right now. It's going to be a good Big 12 matchup. So I'll give me the Bearcats.
Interesting. You know, I can't pick it right now, honestly. I did watch Utah play. Who did they play just recently? Was it BYU?
They beat the crap out of Colorado. I mean, beat the brakes off Colorado.
Right. I think it was the BYU game, though. Didn't it?
It was 2 weeks ago. And they almost beat BYU.
Right. So, you know what? Give me Utah, bro. Give me Utah.
Actually, Utah's been rolling. They beat the brakes off Arizona State, but Arizona State was out. Didn't have Levitt playing the game. They had Jeff Sims playing, but yeah, Utah's kind of rolling right now.
Yeah,
so
that was an overtime game, right? The Arizona game?
No. And they beat Arizona State 42-10. Yeah.
Wait. I'm looking at the schedule. What are you talking about? I don't see it.
Utah beat Arizona State.
Utah. I thought you said BYU. Sorry, gotcha.
No.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, that is it for us here at Bulldawg Banter. Sorry, Tavarres will get his internet right by next week, and we'll find out if Knowshon gets some more receipts on me. Instead of just talking stuff. I keep reading that book,
They're
Knowshon.
in here. I'm telling you.
Until then, y'all enjoy the Georgia versus Florida game down in Jacksonville, Florida. Have a great one, everyone.
All right.